Question 1. What should drivers do when they see a cross traffic ahead sign? A. Increase speed to cross quickly. B. Prepare to stop if necessary and watch for traffic from the sides. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer. B. Prepare to stop if necessary and watch for traffic from the sides. A cross traffic ahead sign indicates an upcoming point where traffic may cross your path, requiring extra caution and preparedness to stop. Question 2. How should you prepare for an upcoming traffic signal indicated by a signal ahead sign? A. Speed up to avoid stopping. B. Slow down and be ready to stop if the light is red. C. Continue at the same speed. Answer. B. Slow down and be ready to stop if the light is red. A signal ahead sign warns of an upcoming traffic light where you may need to stop. Question 3. What driving adjustments are necessary on a steep road as indicated by the sign? A. Use a higher gear to increase speed. B. Maintain normal speed. C. Use a lower gear and drive cautiously. Answer. C. Use a lower gear and drive cautiously. A steep road sign indicates a steep grade where using a lower gear can help control the vehicle's speed, especially when going downhill. Question 4. How should you adjust your driving in response to a merging traffic sign? A. Stay in your lane and ignore merging vehicles. B. Be prepared to adjust your speed or lane position to allow traffic to merge safely. C. Speed up to pass merging traffic quickly. Answer. B. Be prepared to adjust your speed or lane position to allow traffic to merge safely. The sign indicates that other vehicles will be entering your lane, requiring awareness and potential adjustments. Question 5. What actions are required at a yield sign? A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. Slow down and proceed without stopping. C. Slow down and give way to traffic on the main road. Answer. C. Slow down and give way to traffic on the main road. A yield sign requires drivers to slow down and, if necessary, stop to yield to crossing or merging traffic. Question 6. How should you react to a no-turn sign at an intersection? A. Make a U-turn instead. B. Proceed straight without turning. C. Turn at the next intersection. Answer. B. Proceed straight without turning. A no-turn sign at an intersection indicates that turning is prohibited and drivers must continue straight. Question 7. What does an electric vehicle charging station sign indicate for drivers? A. A nearby gas station. B. A station for electric vehicle charging. C. A rest area with amenities. Answer. B. A station for electric vehicle charging. This sign directs drivers to a location where electric vehicles can be charged. Question 8. What should you do when you see a push button for pedestrian cross sign? A. Increase your speed to cross quickly. B. Stop and wait for pedestrians to cross. C. Be alert for pedestrians who may be waiting to cross. Answer. C. Be alert for pedestrians who may be waiting to cross. The sign indicates a pedestrian crossing, where pedestrians can push a button to activate crossing signals. Question 9. How does a one-way sign affect your driving direction? A. You can choose any direction. B. Traffic flows in only the direction of the sign. C. The sign only applies to trucks. Answer. B. Traffic flows in only the direction of the sign. A one-way sign indicates that traffic on that road moves only in the direction the sign points. Question 10. What are the lane requirements when you see a double lane right turn only and straight lane sign? A. You must turn right if in the right lane. B. All lanes must turn right. C. You can go straight or turn right in any lane. Answer. A. You must turn right if in the right lane. This sign indicates that the right lane is designated for right turns only, while the straight lane is for moving straight. Question 11. How should you respond to a bus carpool lane ahead sign? A. The lane is only for buses and carpools. B. Any vehicle can use the lane. C. The lane is for buses only. Answer: A. The lane is only for buses and carpools. This sign indicates a reserved lane ahead for buses and vehicles with multiple occupants. Question 12. What precautions should you take in an area marked with a slide area sign? A. Drive at a higher speed. B. Be alert for sudden road blockages or debris. C. Ignore the sign if the weather is clear. Answer: B. Be alert for sudden road blockages or debris. A slide area sign warns of potential landslides or falling rocks, requiring heightened awareness. Question 13. How should a driver behave at a stop sign when visibility is limited, such as at a hilly intersection? A. Roll through the stop sign. B. Make a complete stop and proceed when safe. C. Wait for another vehicle to stop first. Answer: B. Make a complete stop and proceed when safe. At a stop sign, especially with limited visibility, it's crucial to stop completely and proceed only when you're sure the way is clear. Question 14. How should you adjust your speed and awareness near a school crossing sign? A. Maintain the same speed. B. Speed up to pass quickly. C. Reduce speed and watch for children and crossing guards. Answer: C. Reduce speed and watch for children and crossing guards. A school crossing sign indicates an area where children may be crossing, requiring reduced speed and increased caution. Question 15. What should you expect when driving on a road marked with a one-lane road ahead sign? A. The road will widen into multiple lanes. B. Traffic flows in two directions in one lane. C. The road becomes a divided highway. Answer: B. Traffic flows in two directions in one lane. This sign warns that the road ahead narrows to a single lane for both directions of traffic. Question 16. How do you navigate when encountering a detour sign? A. Ignore the sign and continue on the same route. B. Follow the detour route as indicated. C. Turn around and find another route. Answer: B. Follow the detour route as indicated. A detour sign directs drivers to an alternate route due to a road closure or obstruction ahead. Question 17. What does a through traffic merge left sign indicate on a highway? A. All traffic must exit. B. Traffic should merge left to allow entering vehicles. C. Only trucks should merge left. Answer: B. Traffic should merge left to allow entering vehicles. This sign informs drivers on a highway to merge left to accommodate traffic entering from an on-ramp. Question 18. How can a telephone available sign be useful for drivers? A. It indicates a nearby gas station. B. It shows where drivers can make emergency calls. C. It's an advertisement for telephone services. Answer: B. It shows where drivers can make emergency calls. The sign indicates the availability of a telephone for emergency or service calls along the highway. Question 19. What precautions should you take when driving on a road with a two-way traffic sign? A. Stay on the right side of the road and watch for oncoming traffic. B. The sign only applies at night. C. It's safe to use the entire road width. Answer: A. Stay on the right side of the road and watch for oncoming traffic. A two-way traffic sign indicates that traffic flows in both directions, requiring drivers to stay on the right and be alert for oncoming vehicles. Question 20. What does the slower traffic keep right sign mean on highways? A. All traffic must keep right. B. Slower vehicles should stay in the right lane to allow faster traffic to pass. C. The sign only applies to trucks. Answer: B. Slower vehicles should stay in the right lane to allow faster traffic to pass. The sign is a reminder for slower moving vehicles to use the right lane, allowing faster traffic to pass on the left. Question 21. What should a driver do upon seeing a crossroad sign while driving? A. Increase speed to cross quickly. B. Be prepared for traffic from side roads. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer. B. Be prepared for traffic from side roads. A crossroad sign indicates intersections ahead, requiring drivers to be alert for traffic from side roads. Question 22. How should you handle a situation where you encounter a falling rocks sign on a hilly road? A. Speed up to pass the area quickly. B. Drive cautiously and be alert for falling debris. C. Stop and wait for the rocks to fall before proceeding. Answer. B. Drive cautiously and be alert for falling debris. The sign warns of potential falling rocks, so drivers should be vigilant and drive carefully. Question 23. What action is required when approaching a roundabout sign? A. Speed up to enter the roundabout quickly. B. Prepare to yield and enter the roundabout safely. C. Make a U-turn before reaching the roundabout. Answer. B. Prepare to yield and enter the roundabout safely. A roundabout sign indicates an upcoming circular intersection where drivers must yield to existing traffic in the roundabout. Question 24. How do you respond to a do not block intersection sign in heavy traffic? A. Stop in the intersection if necessary. B. Keep the intersection clear, even if it means stopping before the intersection. C. Ignore the sign during rush hour. Answer. B. Keep the intersection clear, even if it means stopping before the intersection. This sign instructs drivers not to enter an intersection unless there is enough space to cross without stopping in it. Question 25. What does a no engine brake sign mean, especially for truck drivers? A. Engine brakes are required. B. Do not use engine brakes to avoid noise. C. Only use engine brakes in emergencies. Answer. B. Do not use engine brakes to avoid noise. The sign is often placed in residential areas to reduce noise from trucks using engine braking. Question 26. How should you interpret a traffic merging from left sign on a highway? A. Merge left. B. Be aware of vehicles merging from the left and adjust your speed or lane if necessary. C. Maintain your speed and lane position. Answer. B. Be aware of vehicles merging from the left and adjust your speed or lane if necessary. This sign indicates that traffic will be entering the highway from the left. Question 27. What should you do when you see a pedestrian crossing sign? A. Increase your speed to pass quickly. B. Slow down and yield to pedestrians. C. Honk to alert pedestrians. Answer. B. Slow down and yield to pedestrians. This sign indicates a pedestrian crosswalk ahead, requiring drivers to be alert and yield to pedestrians. Question 28. How does a school zone sign affect your driving speed and attentiveness? A. Speed up to clear the zone quickly. B. Reduce speed and watch for children. C. No change in driving behavior is needed. Answer. B. Reduce speed and watch for children. A school zone sign indicates an area where children may be present, necessitating reduced speed and increased vigilance. Question 29. What action should you take upon encountering a bicycle lane sign? A. Use the lane for passing. B. Watch for and yield to bicyclists in the designated lane. C. Park in the bicycle lane if no cyclists are present. Answer. B. Watch for and yield to bicyclists in the designated lane. The sign indicates a lane specifically for bicycle traffic. Question 30. How should you navigate when you see a low clearance sign and you're driving a tall vehicle? A. Proceed with caution. B. Find an alternative route. C. Ignore the sign if your vehicle is not commercial. Answer. B. Find an alternative route. A low clearance sign indicates that the clearance height is limited and vehicles taller than the specified height should not proceed. Question 31. What does a hospital zone sign indicate regarding your driving behavior? A. Increase speed to clear the zone. B. Be extra quiet and cautious, watching for pedestrians. C. Hospitals are nearby for emergencies. Answer. B. Be extra quiet and cautious, watching for pedestrians. A hospital zone sign indicates the need for quiet and heightened awareness due to pedestrian traffic and ambulances. Question 32. How should a driver react to a fire station sign? A. Be prepared to stop for emergency vehicles. B. Speed up to clear the area quickly. C. It only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer. A. Be prepared to stop for emergency vehicles. The sign indicates the presence of a fire station, so drivers should be ready to yield to emergency vehicles. Question 33. What is the significance of a truck speed limit sign on highways? A. It sets a lower speed limit specifically for trucks. B. All vehicles must follow this speed limit. C. Trucks should speed up to match this limit. Answer. A. It sets a lower speed limit specifically for trucks. The sign indicates a different speed limit for trucks due to their size and weight. Question 34. How do you handle your vehicle when you see a blind curve sign? A. Accelerate to clear the curve quickly. B. Proceed with caution and reduce speed. C. Stop before the curve to check for traffic. Answer. B. Proceed with caution and reduce speed. A blind curve sign warns of a curve where visibility is limited, requiring slower speeds and extra caution. Question 35. What actions are required when you encounter a stop sign ahead warning? A. Ignore the warning and continue at your current speed. B. Slow down and prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. C. Only stop if other vehicles are present. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. The sign warns drivers of an upcoming stop sign, requiring a reduction in speed and readiness to stop. Question 36. How should you approach a traffic calming zone indicated by a sign? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Slow down and be prepared for traffic calming measures like speed bumps. C. Speed up to clear the zone quickly. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared for traffic calming measures like speed bumps. Traffic calming zones are designed to slow traffic and enhance safety. Question 37. What precautions should you take in response to a watch for ice on bridge sign? A. Increase speed to maintain traction. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. The sign is only relevant in winter. Answer. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. Bridges can ice over more quickly than roads, so the sign warns drivers to be cautious of potential ice. Question 38. How does a parking sign with specific time restrictions affect where you can park? A. Parking is not allowed at any time. B. Park only during the specified times. C. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer. B. Park only during the specified times. The sign indicates the times when parking is allowed or restricted in that area. Question 39. What should a driver do when approaching a yield to oncoming traffic sign on a narrow road? A. Ignore the sign and maintain speed. B. Be prepared to stop and yield to oncoming vehicles. C. Accelerate to pass the narrow section quickly. Answer. B. Be prepared to stop and yield to oncoming vehicles. The sign indicates that drivers should yield to traffic when the road is too narrow for vehicles to pass safely. Question 40. How do you adjust your driving in response to a high wind area sign? A. Maintain your usual driving speed and style. B. Reduce speed and hold the steering wheel firmly. C. Stop and wait for winds to subside. Answer: B. Reduce speed and hold the steering wheel firmly. The sign warns of high winds, which can affect vehicle control, especially for high-profile vehicles. Question 41. What should you do when you see a wild animal crossing sign on a rural road? A. Increase speed to scare away animals. B. Slow down and be alert for animals crossing the road. C. The sign is only for information, no action needed. Answer: B. Slow down and be alert for animals crossing the road. This sign warns of potential animal crossings, requiring drivers to be cautious and watchful. Question 42. How should you adjust your driving when encountering a construction zone sign? A. Speed up to pass the area quickly. B. Slow down, watch for workers, and obey posted signs. C. No adjustment is needed unless workers are present. Answer: B. Slow down, watch for workers, and obey posted signs. A construction zone sign indicates ongoing work, requiring reduced speed and increased caution. Question 43. What action is required upon seeing a railroad crossing sign without a barrier? A. Stop at the sign regardless of train visibility. B. Slow down, look and listen for trains before crossing. C. Continue at your current speed. Answer: B. Slow down, look and listen for trains before crossing. This sign indicates a crossing without barriers, necessitating caution and vigilance for approaching trains. Question 44. How do you navigate a road with a maximum speed limit sign? A. Drive at the posted speed limit if conditions allow. B. Always drive 5 miles per hour below the speed limit. C. Exceed the speed limit if the road is empty. Answer: A. Drive at the posted speed limit if conditions allow. The maximum speed limit sign indicates the highest legal speed under ideal conditions. Question 45. What does a no overtaking sign indicate for drivers? A. Overtaking is allowed on this road. B. It is unsafe to overtake vehicles in this area. C. Only trucks are prohibited from overtaking. Answer: B. It is unsafe to overtake vehicles in this area. The sign prohibits passing or overtaking other vehicles due to safety concerns. Question 46. How should you approach a tunnel ahead sign, especially regarding your vehicle's lights? A. Turn on your headlights. B. Turn off all lights. C. Flash your lights as you enter the tunnel. Answer: A. Turn on your headlights. A tunnel ahead sign indicates an upcoming tunnel, where turning on headlights is necessary for visibility. Question 47. What should you do when encountering a traffic signal not in use sign at an intersection? A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. B. Ignore the sign and proceed as usual. C. Only stop if other vehicles are present. Answer: A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. When traffic signals are not operational, drivers should approach the intersection cautiously and follow the rules of a four-way stop. Question 48. How do you respond to a road closed sign, and what alternative actions should you take? A. Drive through if no barrier is present. B. Find an alternate route as the road ahead is closed. C. Wait near the sign for it to be removed. Answer: B. Find an alternate route as the road ahead is closed. This sign indicates that the road is not passable, and drivers should find another way. Question 49. What precautions should be taken when driving through an area with a flash flood zone sign? A. Drive faster to avoid getting caught in floods. B. Be prepared for sudden flooding and road conditions. C. The sign only applies during rainy seasons. Answer: B. Be prepared for sudden flooding and road conditions. In areas marked with this sign, drivers should be alert for potential flash floods, especially during heavy rains. Question 50. How does a trucks use right lane sign affect your lane choice on a multi-lane road? A. Trucks are restricted to the right lane only. B. All vehicles must use the right lane. C. Passenger cars should use the left lane. Answer: A. Trucks are restricted to the right lane only. This sign directs trucks to the right lane, typically to manage traffic flow and safety. Question 51. What should you do when approaching an intersection marked with a four-way stop sign? A. Proceed without stopping if no vehicles are present. B. Stop and yield to vehicles that arrived first. C. Only stop if other vehicles are approaching. Answer: B. Stop and yield to vehicles that arrived first. At a four-way stop, drivers must stop and proceed in the order of arrival or yield to those on the right. Question 52. How should you adjust your driving in response to a high accident area sign? A. Speed up to leave the area quickly. B. Drive with increased caution and attention. C. The sign has no impact on driving behavior. Answer: B. Drive with increased caution and attention. This sign indicates a higher risk of accidents, necessitating careful and attentive driving. Question 53. What is the appropriate behavior when you see a no right turn sign at an intersection? A. Make the right turn quickly. B. Do not turn right. Continue straight or turn left. C. Only turn right if no other vehicles are present. Answer: B. Do not turn right. Continue straight or turn left. This sign prohibits right turns at the intersection. Question 54. How should you interpret a hidden drive sign while driving in a suburban or rural area? A. Ignore the sign as it's not relevant. B. Be alert for vehicles entering from hidden driveways. C. Increase speed to pass the hidden driveway quickly. Answer: B. Be alert for vehicles entering from hidden driveways. The sign warns of driveways that may not be easily visible, requiring extra caution. Question 55. What action is required when you encounter a yield sign at a merge? A. Stop and wait for a clear path. B. Merge without slowing down. C. Slow down or stop to yield to traffic on the main road. Answer: C. Slow down or stop to yield to traffic on the main road. A yield sign at a merge indicates that you should give way to vehicles already on the road. Question 56. How do you handle a situation where you see a bump in road sign? A. Accelerate over the bump. B. Slow down and cross the bump carefully. C. Ignore the sign as it usually exaggerates. Answer: B. Slow down and cross the bump carefully. The sign indicates an uneven surface, requiring reduced speed to navigate safely. Question 57. What should you do when you see a rest area next exit sign on a highway? A. Prepare to exit if you need a break. B. Increase speed to bypass the rest area. C. The sign only applies to commercial drivers. Answer: A. Prepare to exit if you need a break. This sign indicates the upcoming availability of a rest area for drivers needing to stop. Question 58. How should you respond to a slippery when wet road sign? A. Continue at your normal speed. B. Slow down and drive with caution. C. Only slow down if it's currently raining. Answer: B. Slow down and drive with caution. The sign warns that the road may be slippery when wet, requiring reduced speed and increased control. Question 59. What action should you take upon seeing a deer crossing sign in a wooded area? A. Speed up to scare away deer. B. Be alert for deer crossing the road. C. The sign is only relevant at night. Answer: B. Be alert for deer crossing the road. In areas with this sign, there's a higher likelihood of deer entering the roadway. Question 60. How does a left lane must turn left sign affect your lane position and actions at an intersection? A. Stay in the left lane to go straight. B. Move to the left lane only to turn left. C. Ignore the sign and use the lane as usual. Answer: B. Move to the left lane only to turn left. This sign indicates that the left lane is designated solely for left turns at the intersection. Question 61. What should a driver do upon encountering a one-lane bridge sign? A. Speed up to cross the bridge first. B. Yield to oncoming traffic if the bridge is occupied. C. Ignore the sign and proceed as usual. Answer: B. Yield to oncoming traffic if the bridge is occupied. This sign indicates a narrow bridge where drivers may need to yield to oncoming traffic before crossing. Question 62. How should you react to an end of freeway sign while driving? A. Prepare to slow down as the freeway ends. B. Maintain your current speed. C. The sign indicates an upcoming rest area. Answer: A. Prepare to slow down as the freeway ends. This sign alerts drivers to the approaching end of the freeway and the need to adjust speed for different road conditions. Question 63. What actions are required when approaching a pedestrian crossing sign? A. Speed up to clear the area quickly. B. Be alert and yield to pedestrians. C. Pedestrians must yield to vehicles. Answer: B. Be alert and yield to pedestrians. This sign indicates a crossing where drivers should be vigilant and yield to pedestrians. Question 64. How does a reduced speed zone ahead sign affect your driving speed? A. Maintain your current speed until the zone begins. B. Gradually slow down in preparation for the reduced speed zone. C. The sign is advisory and does not require action. Answer: B. Gradually slow down in preparation for the reduced speed zone. This sign alerts drivers to an upcoming area where the speed limit will be lower. Question 65. What should you do when you see a no left turn sign at an intersection? A. Make the left turn quickly. B. Do not turn left. Continue straight or turn right. C. Left turns are allowed if no other vehicles are present. Answer: B. Do not turn left. Continue straight or turn right. This sign prohibits left turns at the intersection. Question 66. How do you respond to a truck exit only sign on a freeway? A. All vehicles must take this exit. B. This exit is designated for trucks only. C. Any vehicle can use the exit if no truck is present. Answer: B. This exit is designated for trucks only. This sign indicates a freeway exit specifically for trucks, often leading to way stations or truck stops. Question 67. What does a do not enter sign typically indicate, especially on one-way streets? A. The road ahead is open for all traffic. B. Entrance is prohibited as it leads to opposing traffic. C. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: B. Entrance is prohibited as it leads to opposing traffic. This sign is used to prevent drivers from entering a road in the wrong direction, such as a one-way street. Question 68. How should you interpret a traffic merging from right sign on a highway? A. Maintain your speed and course. B. Be prepared for vehicles entering from the right. C. Merge to the right. Answer: B. Be prepared for vehicles entering from the right. This sign indicates that traffic will be entering from the right, and drivers should be ready to adjust their position and speed. Question 69. What action should you take upon seeing a blind intersection sign? A. Speed up to clear the intersection quickly. B. Proceed without stopping. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer: C. Slow down and proceed with caution. A blind intersection sign warns that the intersection ahead has limited visibility, requiring extra caution. Question 70. How do you adjust your driving in response to a dip sign on the road? A. Accelerate when approaching the dip. B. Slow down and be prepared for a sudden change in the road surface. C. The sign is for informational purposes only. Answer: B. Slow down and be prepared for a sudden change in the road surface. A dip sign indicates an abrupt change in the road, which could affect vehicle control. Question 71. What is the appropriate action at an intersection with a stop sign ahead warning? A. Stop immediately upon seeing the warning. B. Prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. C. Only stop if other vehicles are present. Answer: B. Prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. This warning sign alerts drivers to an approaching stop sign, indicating the need to be ready to stop. Question 72. How should you react to a low-flying aircraft sign near an airport? A. Speed up to minimize time spent near the airport. B. Be cautious and aware of potential distractions. C. The sign is for informational purposes only. Answer: B. Be cautious and aware of potential distractions. This sign indicates an area where low-flying aircraft may be a distraction or affect driving conditions. Question 73. What precautions should be taken when encountering a narrow road sign? A. Increase speed to navigate the narrow road quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared for reduced road width. C. The sign only applies to larger vehicles. Answer: B. Slow down and be prepared for reduced road width. A narrow road sign warns of a road that may not have enough space for two vehicles to pass side by side. Question 74. How do you handle a situation with a yield to pedestrians sign? A. Ignore the sign and continue driving. B. Yield to pedestrians crossing or waiting to cross. C. Pedestrians should yield to vehicles. Answer: B. Yield to pedestrians crossing or waiting to cross. This sign indicates that drivers should give way to pedestrians at crosswalks. Question 75. What should you do when approaching a traffic circle ahead sign? A. Speed up to enter the circle quickly. B. Prepare to yield and follow the circle's traffic rules. C. The sign only applies during peak hours. Answer: B. Prepare to yield and follow the circle's traffic rules. This sign indicates the approach to a traffic circle or roundabout, requiring drivers to yield to traffic already in the circle. Question 76. How does a no truck sign affect your route if you're driving a large vehicle? A. Proceed as usual, as the sign is advisory. B. Avoid the route or area indicated by the sign. C. The sign only applies to commercial trucks. Answer: B. Avoid the route or area indicated by the sign. A no truck sign means that trucks or large vehicles are not permitted on that road or area. Question 77. What is the significance of a parking for disabled only sign? A. It indicates reserved parking for disabled drivers or passengers. B. Anyone can park in the designated spots. C. The sign is advisory and not enforceable. Answer: A. It indicates reserved parking for disabled drivers or passengers. This sign marks parking spaces specifically for vehicles with a disabled permit. Question 78. How should you approach a road work 1 mile ahead sign? A. Ignore the sign unless you see workers. B. Prepare for potential delays and changes in traffic patterns. C. Speed up to pass the area quickly. Answer: B. Prepare for potential delays and changes in traffic patterns. This sign alerts drivers to upcoming road work, which may require reduced speed and increased caution. Question 79. What action is required upon encountering a yield sign at an intersection? A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. Slow down and yield to crossing traffic or pedestrians. C. Proceed without yielding. Answer: B. Slow down and yield to crossing traffic or pedestrians. A yield sign requires drivers to give way to other traffic and pedestrians at intersections. Question 80. How should you navigate a roundabout indicated by a sign when driving at night? A. Enter the roundabout at high speed. B. Yield to existing traffic in the roundabout and proceed counterclockwise. C. The sign does not apply at night. Answer: B. Yield to existing traffic in the roundabout and proceed counterclockwise. The presence of a roundabout requires yielding to traffic already circulating, regardless of the time of day. Question 81. What should you do upon seeing a speed limit 55 sign on a rural highway? A. Continue at your current speed. B. Accelerate to at least 55 miles per hour. C. Adjust your speed to not exceed 55 miles per hour. Answer: C. Adjust your speed to not exceed 55 miles per hour. This sign sets the maximum legal speed limit, and drivers should adjust their speed accordingly. Question 82. How should you respond to a bicycle crossing sign on a suburban road? A. Speed up to pass the area quickly. B. Be alert for and yield to crossing bicyclists. C. Bicyclists must yield to vehicles. Answer: B. Be alert for and yield to crossing bicyclists. This sign warns that bicyclists may be crossing, and drivers should be prepared to yield. Question 83. What action is required at a junction with a no right on red sign? A. Turn right after stopping if the way is clear. B. Wait for the green signal before turning right. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is present. Answer: B. Wait for the green signal before turning right. This sign prohibits turning right on a red light, and drivers must wait for the green signal. Question 84. How does a school zone ahead sign affect your driving behavior? A. You can ignore the sign outside school hours. B. Slow down and prepare for a reduced speed limit and increased pedestrian activity. C. It only applies during school events. Answer: B. Slow down and prepare for a reduced speed limit and increased pedestrian activity. This sign indicates an approaching school zone where drivers should be extra cautious. Question 85. What does a yield to oncoming traffic sign indicate when driving in mountainous areas? A. Oncoming traffic has the right of way on narrow roads. B. You should always stop and wait for oncoming traffic to pass. C. The sign is for information only and requires no action. Answer: A. Oncoming traffic has the right of way on narrow roads. This sign indicates that in areas where the road is too narrow for vehicles to pass side by side, you must yield to oncoming traffic. Question 86. How should you react to a flooded roadway ahead warning sign? A. Drive through quickly to avoid getting stuck. B. Turn around or find an alternate route. C. Continue at the same speed. Answer: B. Turn around or find an alternate route. This sign warns of potential flooding ahead, and it is safest to avoid driving through flooded areas. Question 87. What precautions should you take when encountering a truck rollover risk sign on a downhill slope? A. Ignore the sign if you are not driving a truck. B. Maintain your current speed. C. Slow down and use lower gears if necessary. Answer: C. Slow down and use lower gears if necessary. This sign warns of a high risk for trucks to roll over, particularly on downhill slopes. All drivers, especially truck drivers, should reduce speed and use caution. Question 88. How do you navigate a road with a sharp curve ahead sign in foggy conditions? A. Speed up to clear the curve quickly. B. Slow down and proceed with extra caution. C. The sign only applies in clear weather. Answer: B. Slow down and proceed with extra caution. Foggy conditions reduce visibility and make sharp curves more hazardous, so slowing down and being cautious is crucial. Question 89. What action should you take upon encountering a railroad crossing sign in rural areas? A. Increase your speed to cross quickly. B. Slow down, look for trains, and be prepared to stop if necessary. C. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer B. Slow down, look for trains, and be prepared to stop if necessary. Rural railroad crossings may not have gates or lights, so extra caution is necessary. Question 90. How should you interpret a road narrow sign when driving in a construction zone? A. The sign indicates an upcoming lane closure. B. Ignore the sign unless you see construction workers. C. Maintain your current speed and lane position. Answer A. The sign indicates an upcoming lane closure. In construction zones, this sign means that lanes may be merging or narrowing, requiring caution and possible speed adjustment. Question 91. What should you do when you see a stop sign ahead warning in a residential area? A. Continue at your current speed. B. Prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. C. Only stop if other vehicles are present. Answer B. Prepare to stop at the upcoming stop sign. This sign alerts drivers to an approaching stop sign, indicating the need to be ready to stop. Question 92. How do you respond to a cross-traffic does not stop sign at an intersection? A. Stop and wait for cross-traffic to yield. B. Proceed without stopping. C. Exercise caution as cross-traffic has the right of way. Answer C. Exercise caution as cross-traffic has the right of way. This sign warns that vehicles on the cross street do not have a stop sign and will not stop. Question 93. What does a no engine brake sign mean, especially for drivers of large trucks? A. Engine braking is recommended here. B. Engine braking is prohibited to reduce noise. C. The sign only applies to small vehicles. Answer B. Engine braking is prohibited to reduce noise. This sign is often placed in residential areas where the noise from engine braking can be disruptive. Question 94. How should you adjust your driving when encountering a watch for children sign in a residential area? A. Drive at the same speed and pay normal attention. B. Slow down and be prepared for children who may unexpectedly enter the roadway. C. The sign only applies during school hours. Answer B. Slow down and be prepared for children who may unexpectedly enter the roadway. This sign is a reminder to be extra cautious as children may be playing nearby. Question 95. What action is required when you see a yield sign at a merge onto a freeway? A. Accelerate to freeway speed and merge without yielding. B. Yield to freeway traffic and merge safely. C. Come to a complete stop before merging. Answer B. Yield to freeway traffic and merge safely. This sign indicates that you must yield to traffic on the freeway and merge when it is safe to do so. Question 96. How do you handle a situation with a blind pedestrians area sign? A. Drive normally as pedestrians will hear your vehicle. B. Increase speed to minimize time in the area. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Answer C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. This sign indicates the presence of blind pedestrians, requiring drivers to exercise additional caution. Question 97. What should you do upon seeing a timed parking sign in a downtown area? A. Park for as long as you want. B. Observe the posted time limits for parking. C. The sign is only advisory and has no legal standing. Answer B. Observe the posted time limits for parking. This sign indicates that parking is allowed but limited to the specified times. Question 98. How should you react to a deer crossing sign on a forested road? A. Speed up to avoid hitting deer. B. Ignore the sign unless you see deer. C. Slow down and watch for deer that may cross the road. Answer C. Slow down and watch for deer that may cross the road. This sign warns of a high likelihood of deer in the area, and drivers should be vigilant. Question 99. What does a no passing zone sign indicate for drivers? A. Overtaking and passing are allowed. B. Overtaking and passing are prohibited due to limited visibility or other hazards. C. The sign is only a suggestion and can be ignored. Answer: B. Overtaking and passing are prohibited due to limited visibility or other hazards. This sign is placed in areas where passing is unsafe. Question 100. How should you navigate when encountering a one-way street sign in an urban area? A. Drive in any direction as long as it is safe. B. Only drive in the direction indicated by the sign. C. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: B. Only drive in the direction indicated by the sign. A one-way street sign requires drivers to travel only in the direction shown on the sign. Question 101. What is the appropriate response to a hospital quiet zone sign in a medical district? A. Maintain normal noise levels. B. Reduce speed and minimize noise, such as honking. C. The sign is only a suggestion and not enforceable. Answer: B. Reduce speed and minimize noise, such as honking. This sign is placed near hospitals to reduce disturbance to patients, requiring drivers to be quieter and more cautious.